So let's break this thing down. We are going to treat this little interaction with all the seriousness of a critical case study. Because this isn't just about what's for dinner. Oh no. It's about unwritten rules, hidden agendas, and some pretty interesting household power dynamics.
And here it is, the classic first move from the other side. Anything is fine. This response, it's an absolute masterpiece of passive diplomacy. It sounds so agreeable, but what it really does is transfer all the decision-making power and all the responsibility right back to the person who asked. It's a brilliant, if kind of risky, maneuver. But wait, the first party doesn't let it go. They push for specifics, and a clear, direct counteroffer gets put on the table. Pav bhaji and butter pav. Okay, we now have a concrete suggestion. The negotiation has moved from this vague anything to something specific. A decision feels like it's right around the corner.
So let's recap. Opinions were heard, a clear suggestion was made, the stage is set for a delicious plate of pav bhaji. But what was the final verdict? What actually ended up on the table? Khichdi, a dish that wasn't even mentioned in the negotiation. And this right here, this just beautifully illustrates the heart of our whole analysis. I mean, just look at the gap between the suggestion and the reality. On one side, you've got a rich, spicy, buttery street food classic. On the other, a simple, comforting, and completely different dish. So how did we get from A to, well, K? This was not a mistake, my friends. This was a strategy. You see, this outcome isn't just random chaos. It is governed by a powerful, unwritten philosophy, a secret rule that dictates the entire flow of the conversation, which we're going to call the do-it-anyway doctrine. Turns out this doctrine actually has a name in Hindi, Suno sabki, karo apni man ki. It basically translates to listen to everyone, but in the end, do what your own mind desires. It's a principle that perfectly values the appearance of asking for opinions while reserving the absolute right to do whatever you were going to do anyway. So, how does this doctrine actually work in practice? Well, it's a pretty simple 3-step playbook. Step 1, you ask for opinions. This is that nice gesture of inclusion, right? It makes everyone feel heard. Step 2, you acknowledge the input. You might even chat about it a bit. This is the consideration phase. And then step 3, the most crucial part. You execute the plan you probably had from the very beginning. This brings us to a really fascinating question. Is this whole process a bug in our communication? A total failure to connect? Or is it actually a feature? A highly evolved system that's serving a completely different purpose? I mean, think about it. A communication failure would mean one person wanted pav bhaji and was just misunderstood. Simple. But a time-honored tradition